Ladies, we are here tonight on the show. And tonight, man, we got a bunch of stuff to talk about, man. And the one thing is apparently that WWE is still trying to see if they can get Stone Cold Steve Austin on the show. So obviously in the summer they offered him Brock Lesnar, but he didn't think the money was good enough, so he didn't accept the match. And then they said they also offered him Roman Reigns, but he never got back to them for some reason. I guess because he knew he was going to lose. Yeah, that would have maybe been delivered to predictable, right? Just like The Rock with the championship. Same thing with Roman Reigns. So maybe he thought, yeah, that's way too predictable. Even though the money was better, he probably just thought it was way too. He knew he wasn't going to win the championship. And now reportedly they're still trying to offer him another one, maybe with LA Knight. Now that they're set to maybe offer him a match with LA Knight. So they're still hoping that they can get the Stone Cold Steve Austin on the show. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, man, let's move on. Let's see here. Let's see here for some more news. So Ric Flair has been asked to, I guess tomorrow they're gonna announce Muda for the Hall of Fame, which is a Japanese wrestler who's never been in WWE, but I guess they did this in the past too, right? They put Sting in the Hall of Fame. He only had like 3 matches, so I'm not surprised they're doing this. They're just recognizing Muda for being a great wrestler and other around the world. Apparently they were gonna ask Sting to do it, but obviously because he's with AEW, it would have been very complicated. They could have asked for permission, but last time they did try to do it with Billy Gunn, Tony Khan asked for an AEW shout out, and he wanted WWE to mention that Billy Gunn was from AEW, and WWE didn't want to do that, so probably didn't even bother to try this time to get Sting to borrow him to induct Muda into the Hall of Fame. Instead, it looks like it's going to be Ric Flair instead, and I think he's going to actually make the announcement tomorrow. Ric Flair of Great Muda going into the Hall of Fame. So, okay. Interesting how they're doing it on a Wednesday instead of a Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown. Pretty interesting. They could just done it yesterday on Monday Night Raw. They needed that show. Holy cow, man. They could have used something like that on last night's show. But anyways, John Cena gave an interview. They asked him about Vince McMahon, and he was like, well, I have poor decisions, and Lord knows I've made my collection of poor choices. That doesn't mean I'm not going to love somebody. There's no way I can go on record and say I don't love Vince McMahon. So yeah, pretty much kind of John Cena not going to talk shit about Vince McMahon. He kind of owes him everything he has. So whether it's his wrestling career or even his freaking movie career. So yeah, he's not going to talk shit about him. Let's see. Let's continue to scroll down. Let's see here. SmackDown did a 2.3 rating on Friday Night SmackDown. 2.3. Okay, they continue to stay above 2 million viewers, so good for SmackDown. Okay. All right, we're done with that one. Let's continue to move along. Okay. And again, John Cena, I believe in the same interview, said that he thinks Roman Reigns is the greatest of all time. Pretty interesting. He said that. He says, in my mind, he needs to be in the conversation, and in my mind, he's the greatest of all time. That's pretty interesting. John Cena being very nice in his interview when referring to either Vince McMahon or Roman Reigns. Pretty interesting he would say that, because literally 10 years, less than 10 years ago, he was burying the hell out of him, just like he did last week with Austin Theory. So he completely has done a 360 on when it comes to his thoughts on Roman Reigns, I guess. Maybe these last 3 weeks have really impressed him, the Tribal Chief gimmick. Let's see here. So current WrestleMania card. And here in this WrestleMania card, there's no Bray Wyatt, Bobby Lashley. So that match is still up in the air. So it's Seth Rollins, it's Logan Paul, Seth Rollins, Bianca Belair, Asuka, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte, Brock Lesnar, Omos, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Austin Theory, the 6-woman tag team match between Damage Control and Becky Lynch, Trish, and Lita. The Miz as the host, and the newly match, Hell in a Cell match between Edge and Finn Balor. So those are the matches that are official for WrestleMania as of right now. And then it says here, WWE talking about LA Knight, and maybe this is why they want to offer Stone Cold Steve Austin a match with LA Knight. WWE are very happy with LA Knight's work and are happy with the crowd reactions he is getting at the live events. So yeah, so maybe that's why they're trying to get that match for him. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we're done with that. One more article. Well, we've got 2 more articles to open. Bianca Belair has officially made history as she becomes the longest reigning Black male or female champ. Congratulations to Bianca Belair, surpassing MVP's previous record of 343-day U.S. title run. She approved. Nice, man. Bianca Belair, man. She's approaching 1 year. She's about 3 weeks away from the 1 year mark. Damn, that's pretty impressive for Bianca Belair, man. Longest reigning African American champion of all time, including male or female. Pretty damn good, man. Congratulations to her, man. Let's see here. Okay, I think we got one more article to open, and then we're done. Let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. So talking about the whole Bray Wyatt situation, Dave Meltzer saying he's been sent home due to a physical condition. I don't think it's an injury though. But they said it's nothing with creative. He's not mad at the company because of the way his creative has gone, his character. It's something physical. He expects to be back on time. And Dave Meltzer said he expects the match to still happen between Bobby Lashley and Bray Wyatt, according to Dave Meltzer. Obviously, people are starting to talk. Even Bobby Lashley tweeted, I work too much to be denied. I will face somebody at WrestleMania. I don't care who it is. Obviously, I think Bobby Lashley is kind of frustrated because obviously something that has been talked about this year is that Triple H wanted to make the WrestleMania card shorter, and that a lot of wrestlers might not be in it. And so I think Bobby's like, damn, I might not be in this shit now if I can't do this match with Bray Wyatt. So I think he's kind of panicking, and that's why he sent that tweet out last night. Zack Ryder jumped on it. He's like, hey, man, before I got released, my last match in WWE was with you. So now if I come back, I might as well be with you. So even he's, I believe Cody Rhodes said that he wants to see Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder, whatever, back in WWE, and Zack Ryder even said, "I do plan to be in Los Angeles for that WrestleMania weekend." So perhaps I don't know if WWE would like that though. I don't even. I mean, they wouldn't. I don't know if they just want to put that match together, Bobby Lashley versus Matt Cardona. Who knows? But yeah, they're saying that Dave Meltzer at least is saying he will still participate. He still expects him as of now to do the match with Bobby Lashley. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, as of right now, Bray Wyatt and that feud has been put on hold. Like literally last Monday, right? Last week we got a Bobby Lashley segment backstage with talking about Bray Wyatt. We didn't get nothing on SmackDown. We didn't get nothing last night on Raw. So that feud, at least for now, has been put on hold at least. And I think we're done with the news. I think we're ready to recap Monday Night Raw. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. Monday Night Raw recap. March. Yes. 3. All right. So here we go. From Rhode Island, man. Providence, Rhode Island. This show, just like SmackDown, I don't know what the hell they're doing lately. First hour, really good. After that, maybe the main event with Kevin Owens and Solo Sikoa. The last 12 were terrible, man. I have no idea what they're doing these last two shows. They're stacking up the first hour, and then everything else sucking ass. They did the same thing on SmackDown. They stacked up the first hour, and then everything sucked ass at the end. They did the same shit on Raw, which is a 3-hour show. They stacked like almost all the good stuff the first hour, and the last hours were very bad. So here we go, man. So Edge kicks it off, calling out Finn Balor. Finn Balor comes out with the Judgment Day. Edge is pissed off because he wanted him by himself. Then he's like, whatever. And then he challenges him to a match at Hell in a Cell. Finn Balor accepts it, says, my demons couldn't even handle hell. He kind of teasing the Balor thing, the demon Balor. So maybe that will be a possibility. So we'll see. And then they go down there and they start attacking Edge. And then Johnny Gargano and Dexter Lumis shows up. They help out Edge. It sets up a match. Sets up a tag team match between Dominic and Damian Priest versus Johnny Gargano and Dexter Lumis. Really good match. I'm not going to lie, even though it came out of nowhere. At the end there, the Damian Priest hits South of Heaven and beats and pins Dexter Lumis. Judgment Day wins the match. All right, kind of good match to start. And let's see here. And then right off the bat, we get the next segment is Almas versus Brock Lesnar, the face-to-face between Almas and Brock Lesnar. I think MVP was out there. Nothing much happened. They have a face-to-face, and you see the size difference. Obviously, just like with Strowman, even probably taller because Strowman, I believe, is like 6'9", where Brock's only 6'3".
So there's about a 12 to 13 inches difference. I believe almost is like 7'4" to Brock Lesnar only being 6'3". So yeah, huge size difference. Brock Lesnar steps on his foot. He tries to suplex him. His elbows him, and he just throws him out of the top rope. And Brock Lesnar just pretty much kind of smiles and walks away. Not much really happened. Not much. And then again, right off the Cody Rhodes versus LA Knight. I thought this match would really be good. I thought they would have even teased a possible LA Knight win, like maybe have him kicked out of the Cody Rhodes finisher, the Crossroads, maybe hit his finisher, then have Cody kicked out of his, and then maybe at the end have Cody hit another Crossroads and finally win it. I thought they would really like tease a possible LA Knight win here. Instead, no, man, Cody Rhodes won. He hit the Cody cutter off the top rope, and then he hit the Crossroads, and that's how he won. I wish they would have given LA Knight more, made him look stronger here. So they kind of just used them to make Cody look stronger, which is fine. But I think they could have both looked strong. I think at this point LA Knight needs to look stronger than Cody Rhodes. Obviously, Cody Rhodes is the number one contender. He's undefeated. He won the Royal Rumble. He does a promo after the match saying on April 2nd, as the sun sets down on Hollywood, so will the sun set down on your historic reign as Universal Champion Roman Reigns. You know, he pretty much kind of guarantees he's going to win the championship at Wrestlemania. All right, good. I guess good promo. Rollins is interviewed. Gets interrupted by Baron Corbin and The Miz. You know, they just kind of argue. Baron Corbin is asking for, can I be your co-host for WrestleMania? The Miz laughs it off, and then he tells Seth Rollins, can I be your coach? Since I used to be a boxer, I can help you out with Logan Paul. Rollins laughs. So I've said, at this point, I'd rather get taught by my daughter than by you. And then he's like, well, yeah, well, maybe I'll just knock you out and I'll replace you and face Logan Paul WrestleMania. So then Rollins was like, that sounds like a challenge. And they agreed to a match. Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin. Meanwhile, we get back in the ring. We get Elias versus Bronson Reed. Obviously, we know how this went. Bronson Reed won pretty fast. Chad Gable's backstage all night long, fucking putting paper like he lost his fucking dog, looking for Otis. Turns out Otis is taking pictures with the Mel Maximum models. Chad's like, dude, I've been looking for you all day. We couldn't get our training session in, but let's get it now. And he's about to go with him, but then Maxine's like, Otis, we got to come here and take more pictures. And he prefers to go with the Mel Maximum models to take more pictures. So, yeah, it looks like hopefully they're going to do a good singles run with Chad Gable. Kevin Owens backstage, getting interviewed by Kathy Lee, talking about how he wants no help tonight, neither from Cody Rhodes or Sami Zayn. He says, I appreciate you guys' help, but I want to do this by myself. I don't care if the Uso shows up. I want to do this Sokola match with myself. Austin Theory's walking backstage. The Street Profits make fun of him, how John Cena buried him last week. And then he kind of buried the Street Profits saying, hey, man, you guys are a tag team. Wouldn't be surprised if in less than a year, in a few months, you're released. You guys are going nowhere. Just pretty much trash talking them. And, every time you guys get an opportunity, you fuck it up. And look at every time I get an opportunity, I make the most of it. And he ends up agreeing to have a match with, not Montez Ford, the other guy, Dawkins. Angelo Dawkins. Obviously, Austin Theory wins the match. At the end, he puts the freaking John Cena submission hold on him, and he wouldn't let go until fucking Monte Ford comes out, and then he gets out of there. Obviously, just a match to make Austin Theory look strong. Then Paul Heyman getting interviewed backstage by Kathy Lee. Pretty much says Roman Reigns is going to be back next week. And we will officially decide, is Cody Rhodes a problem or a challenger? But if he's a problem, Roman Reigns looks forward to solve it. All right, so it looks like Roman's not going to be on SmackDown either this week. He's not going to be back until next week for Raw. All righty. No Logan Paul tonight. No John Cena tonight. No Bray Wyatt. No Bobby. Like, Jesus Christ, man. They also passed that before the show. Damage Control beat the shit out of Trish Stratus. So that was another thing the whole night. They're trying to get a medical update on Trish Stratus because she got beat up before the show by Damage Control backstage. But anyways, we go back in. We get Rey Mysterio coming out. He's talking about how he got inducted into the Hall of Fame. And then Dominic comes out. And he ends up finally challenging him to the match. So it looks like it's not official yet, but they are going to have that one-on-one WrestleMania match. Ray says, no, I'm not fighting my son. I don't care. So he doesn't accept the match. He just walks away. But it looks like they are going to have, because a lot of people were kind of saying, is it going to be a tag team match? Are they going to maybe add Santos Escobar and maybe Damian Priest and have it a tag team match? Then no, it looks like it's going to be a one-on-one match between Dominic and Ray. Now they just got to get Ray to accept it. They're probably just going to milk it, whatever. But at least now he challenged them. So then they finally get an update on, or at least finally Trish Stratus along with Becky and Lita come out of the medical locker room, and Trish is like, they ask her, how are you doing? She's like, I've been hit harder. They messed up. They should have completely taken me out. Now we're gonna get back at them, and that was it, right? They didn't. I thought they were gonna maybe go to the ring and call them out, but no, that was it. She just came out of the medical staff and said that, and I thought, yeah, that's all we really got. Then we get the Miz out in the ring. He's doing commentary for Baron Corbin and Seth Rollins. They continue to have the Miz just involved with Seth Rollins. So Baron Corbin versus Seth Rollins. Obviously, Seth Rollins wins. Miz tries to interfere. He gets put in the ring. Rollins uses him as a stepping stone to hit the curse stomp on Baron Corbin, and that's how he won the match. All right, whatever. And then we get Bianca Belair versus Chelsea Green. Obviously, Chelsea Green wins the match. Carmella tried to interfere, so Asuka came out as well to even it up. After the match, they have a stare down. Asuka's trying to play mind games, waiting hand Bianca Belair her title. She finally did, and she kind of thinks like she's gonna spit the mist on her, but then she has it in her mouth like it was foam. Obviously, Bianca Belair looks all confused. There's really no story here other than Asuka being a weirdo and Bianca Belair being freaked out by it. That's really the storyline, I guess, here. See, this is, in a way, accidentally, I guess. What they're doing to Asuka is maybe what they kind of want to do with Bray Wyatt, but with Bray Wyatt, it's like so extreme, like, right? They want to do it so creepy, so it's like a dark side character. Maybe like this is more simple, where it's just like still a normal person. She's not disappearing. She's not, she doesn't have like, but she does weird stuff. Like she's a weirdo. She has the mist. She's intimidating. Maybe this is more simple. What they should maybe do with Bray Wyatt, kind of like what they're doing with Asuka, right? I don't know. But anyways, whatever. And then we get the main event. Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens in a street fight. Good match, you know. Probably the best match of the night. You know, obviously they're going back and forth. They did a crazy chair spot. Like they put like what was it? Almost 10 chairs together. And fucking Solo Sikoa slammed from the top rope. Kevin Owens fell on those chairs. Jesus Christ. Backstage. They go backstage through like the gorilla, the entrance, and Solo Sikoa, the Usos are waiting for Kevin Owens. They double super kick him. They put him back in. They drag him all the way back to the ring. And then Solo hits a Samoa Spike. And that's how they pretty much win the match. And that was pretty much it of the show. Just like Kevin Owens said, neither or have asked for neither Cody Rhodes or Sami Zayn to show up. Neither of them end up showing up. So the Bloodline, Usos, and Solo Sikoa just beat the shit out of Kevin Owens. And that was pretty much the show. That was pretty much the show, man. This show was very again, they stacked up the they stacked up the just like SmackDown, the first hour, and then after that, maybe the Dominic Rey Mysterio segment where Dominic turns him to a WrestleMania match. Outside of that, then obviously like the last 10-15 minutes of the Kevin Owens Solo Sikoa match, this show kind of sucked, man. This is the problem with them working with part-timers like Logan Paul, John Cena, Roman Reigns. It's a fucking WrestleMania build-up, and none of them are work to be found. It really makes the show flat, man. It really does. You gotta put their opponents with a bunch of mid-carders. You got Seth fighting Baron Corbin. You got Austin Theory fighting freaking Angelo Dawkins. I guess at least Cody Rhodes, they put him with somebody good in LA Knight, but it's like they're literally trying to find out stuff to do for them because their opponents don't show up every week. Oh man. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Monday Night Raw this week. Not a very good show. I don't know why lately they're doing this. They're just stepping up the first hour, and then after that, just maybe outside of the main event, everything just sucks. But anyway, I'm out like the light. I will see you next time. Until next time, holla.